we want to hit people with Mare of Easttown for the next 9 minutes until we get shut off? Or do you think we'll go longer than 9 minutes?
I'm gonna say you can go for
regardless.
it because
Whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. That
didn't
one,
watch it again.
I actually didn't get to watch it.
All right, you're gonna get killed in the comments again.
It's fine. It's fine.
We got.
You can spoil it.
Me, I just say dumb shit about it, and I haven't watched a single episode.
well, you haven't mentioned that you haven't watched it, and that's the trick.
I don't think they really killed me in the comments. Mare of Easttown was more you, my guy.
The first thing they said was, "How do you review a show if you haven't even watched it?"
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
And I was like, I almost wanted to throw you under the bus. I was like, wait, I watched the shit. Why are they yelling at us? What the fuck? But whatever, haters. Anyway, all right.
I think it's because we say review when it's more of like a recap and then our opinion.
That's a review. What the fuck? Fuck these people.
A lot of times reviews have like, this was out of 10. Like this is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So should we start?
No, because it's gonna be so arbitrary. I can feel it. Yeah. That might make it fun, but like we'll give really good shit. We'll be like Pitchfork, where we'll be like, this album got 3.4 out of 10. Album of 2022. Like
we'll be worse than Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I like Rotten Tomatoes. All right. Anyway, so the big moment at the very end of this episode was that our boy Robbie was basically he confesses that he killed Aaron.
The people don't know who Robbie is.
Robbie plays Billy.
There you go.
On the show. And he confesses to his brother after his brother is kicked out of the house because his wife believes that he was cheating on her. And throughout the episode, you realize that he didn't actually cheat on her. You don't know why he's accepting this from his wife, though, which makes it a little suspicious. And then they cut to a scene where the brother, I believe his name is John. So it's Billy and John. I'm going to get killed. But Billy's brother.
Aaron's dad.
No, that's the guy who's in jail.
Oh, the other brother.
Yes, there's three brothers. Okay. We got Billy, we got Aaron's dad, and we got the guy who cheated on his wife. So he comes home and Grandpa is sitting at the table and he's like, "Yo, Dad, what's wrong?" And he's like, "I'm just realizing that Billy was mad suspicious that night. He came home and he was washing clothes and this and that and this and that." So he goes and confronts Billy, and Billy's like, "I did it. I'm gonna confess." And the brother's like, just say it to me. I need to hear you say it. And Billy just breaks down. It's a really good scene. It shows off how Robbie is such a good actor. And he just breaks down and he confesses that he's a killer. And I was like, yo, this is actually probably the coolest thing that could have happened. The whole time I'm thinking, do we fucking know personally the guy who's the killer in Mare of Easttown?
And it's pretty cool.
It is, because I'm like, I texted him. I said, dude, if you're the fucking killer, this is like 2 weeks ago. I said, if you're the killer, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, dude, dude, I swear I don't know. I was like, you're such a bullshitter.
That's why he was like, HBO has me tight-lipped.
Well, no, he said that
would definitely be our podcast because no one would believe us anyway.
What? Yeah.
If we were like, we got confirmation from the actor.
Yeah, that's true.
That he's the killer.
Like, bullshit.
Everyone would be like, you guys are fucking idiots. Why are you saying this? No one
believes you.
He hasn't been on the show, so everyone's gonna be like, no one knows that.
I know
him.
we have to have him on now just to prove that we yeah. I mean,
friend of the show,
Robbie Tan, the killer in Mare of Easttown. Well, okay, so they set it up that he's the killer, but I don't think he's actually the killer. I think
I was gonna say, are you sure? Like,
no. Well, I don't think he is, but most people that I've spoken to, they're like, "Oh no, I'm going with what they said in this episode," which is straight up. He confesses, and that's it. And they set up this. So I guess when when Aaron's friend and Aaron's ex-boyfriend, they're like rummaging through her old stuff, and they find a photo, and this photo ends up in I want to say the sheriff or the chief, the black guy, the chief,
the chief.
He looks at a photo. We don't see what's in the photo. Mare kind of puts 2 and 2 together on what we're finding out now, which is that Robbie is the killer. And she goes to her best friend's house and she's like, "Where's Billy? Where's his brother?" And she's like, "Oh, they went fishing, whatever." So, and Billy brings a gun. So
that's what I saw in the trailer.
Yeah. So basically what's happening is Billy is secretly bringing a gun because he feels like his brother is going to try to kill him when they go fishing.
Like that scene from the fucking Godfather?
Basically. Yeah. Basically. Like he's suspicious of his brother.
Is anything up with the best friend's son? They just kept making it seem like something was going on with him, and they never, at least I didn't see the last 2 episodes, but they never touched on it. Did they mention anything?
The best friend's son?
Yeah.
Who dat?
Mare's best friend?
Yeah.
She has a son. And they were always doing these like slow camera push-ins on him. So I was like, oh, something's up with him.
Oh, I don't think.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. So basically, my prediction is that Billy's actually covering up for somebody. Either Billy's covering for somebody, or Billy and the brother are both guilty of doing something. And he's trying to. It just seemed like he was covering for somebody because the brother was like, "I need to hear you say that you did it." And there's also a really cool scene. I know I'm jumping around, but since nobody watched, so there was a really cool scene where Mare visits Zabel's mom because we got yelled at because I kept calling him Zaley.
I known him. I didn't even pay attention to his name the whole show. Literally just kept calling him Evan Peters. So it's fine.
Whatever. Evan Peters' name in the show is Zabel, not Zaley.
I like your name better.
Zaley is a girl's name, and I don't know why that came to mind. I don't know why. I know a Zaley, and she looks nothing like Evan Peters, so I don't know why that is what popped in my head.
To know.
Anyway. Thanks, Jake. Well, I was explaining where the name came from. So there's just to finish it off, there's a really cool scene where it's also Chief Carter. That's what we were talking about before. Chief Carter is the guy's name. Mare goes to visit your boy Evan Peters' mom, Zabel's mom. After he passes away, she goes to say sorry or whatever. And basically the mom like beats the shit out of her. Not beats the shit out of her, but she like smacks her, and she just smacks her around. And it's like this really emotional scene. And it just shows how good Kate Winslet is. And this lady who's playing Zabel's mom, who I don't know.
I thought she showed her chops when they had that conversation in the 3rd episode, I think it was.
The bar?
No, when he was with his mom having dinner.
Oh. Because she was like, "Don't hurt my boy" or whatever.
No. Zabel and Evan Peters and his mom were having like this deep dinner conversation in one of the episodes. I thought she was good in that scene. Like I thought she showed her chops in that scene.
Well, yeah, that's where she was. Weren't they talking about Mare?
Yeah.
And how he feels
and how
about it?
Yeah, exactly.
What were you saying, Jake?
Weren't we talking about the most recent episode? Are we doing a series recap right now?
No, I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying. Go
okay.
ahead.
All in all, this was a really good episode.
I'm gonna catch up this week, by the way. Before Sunday, I'll be caught up to go over.
Jake says he's gonna be caught up too. He's a liar.
He's a liar.
I said that in week 4 as well. But
you did. You were like, "Oh man, we got time. I got time." Anyway,
I don't even have means to watch it, so it's definitely not going to be able to do.
I'll send you my HBO.
I have HBO.
Whatever. Fuck you. All right. So anyway,
Ruin my if I watch all of Mare of Easttown.
to recap, I don't think Billy is actually the killer. I think it's probably the brother, or they're covering for the fucking dad, and the dad who's in jail. I don't know. That's too much. Honestly, I don't really know. Billy's covering for somebody. Has to be somebody.
So out of 13 stars, how many do you give this episode?
I'm gonna give this an 11.
11 out of 13.
Out of 13. Yeah.
I didn't see it, and I'll give it a high thing. I like this. I really like this series. I just haven't been. I've been so busy that I haven't been able to watch it because I was watching Master of None. I'm not even gonna lie, but then in between that, I was like editing and working and stuff. So I was just like, but I enjoy it. I really, really do, and that's why, because it's not something you can let play in the background. Like if I put it on, I'm invested in the show.
That's how depressing Master of None is. Mare of Easttown is less depressing than Master of None was.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's saying a lot. That's where I'm at on that show.
Hold for Everything podcast.